Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Domrick, man. And look, when it comes to guard builds in this 2K, a lot of people tend to sacrifice speed with ball, even excel sometimes. And these are all attributes that should be essential to your success as a guard. Now, of course, you don't need these attributes super high to be successful on the game. You can get by without it. But I wanted to see what it would feel like to be on a build that's truly an elite playmaker in this game. So I said, look, I'm gonna either go all the way in on my speed with ball, or I'm gonna go all the way in with my ball handle. And when I went to max out the ball control, I noticed that I was gonna get this Hall of Fame blow by, and I said, look, for a badge that pops up so often on a guard, I gotta see what that's gonna be like. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, on a guard build, Hall of Fame blow by is an absolute game changer. And on top of that, this build also has Hall of Fame speed booster, Hall of Fame hyperdrive. So it's really like a pure playmaker type of vibe, and I've been having a ton of fun on this joint. But I'm gonna get into the builder and break everything down for y'all. Then of course I'm gonna get into some gameplay and give y'all all the sigs. So as y'all can see, we're gonna go with a 6'3" point guard, 180 on the weight, and a 6'6" wingspan. Now for the finishing on the build, by now y'all already know what we doing. 85 driving layup, Hall of Fame giant slayer, float game and all that. And of course, and most importantly, you get that Trae Young layup package. And if you're a small guard and you ain't using Trae Young, you're really missing out. And I've been trying to tell y'all this all year. Trae Young layup package has the best floaters in the game. And I'm not only telling y'all, but I'm also showing y'all. Y'all can see it for yourselves. So if they want to play me super high and force me to the paint, it's cool. Because them paint sitting bigs ain't gonna save them. They better hope that their center can jump like Vince Carter, because he's gonna have to go get that bitch up in the sky. So the float game is unstoppable. But on top of that, you got your gold acrobat, gold bunny, Hall of Fame two-stepper, Hall of Fame spin cycle. So as long as you have the IQ to go to the right moves when you're attacking the rim, you'll have no problem finishing. Now when it comes to the shooting on the build, again, we're going with the similar setup. We're going with the 90 midi and the 83 ball combo. And I've been having a lot of success with this setup, and that's why I've been using it on so many different builds. Because I feel like with the 83 ball, as long as your shot selection is good, you're taking good open shots, you're going to be able to make the majority of your shots if you know your timing. And y'all got to remember about your attributes rising as you get closer and closer to takeover. So for somebody like myself who's more of a mid-range player or get to the rim type of player, once I hit a couple of middies or get a couple of layups, my 3 ball's probably sitting at an 85 anyway. And that 90 middies getting you Hall of Fame open looks, gold blinders, gold deadeye. So in my opinion, bro, this setup is the best bang for your buck. Now for the playmaking on the build, like I said, we're gonna focus more on the ball handle and the speed with ball here, but I still wanted to be able to pass the rock too. And for a build that's gonna have Hall of Fame blow by, I'm gonna be getting to the rim at ease, and that's gonna open up a lot of drive and kick opportunities. And it was important that I got bailout on this build because I low-key kind of use this player like a slasher and playmaker. Like I said, it got Hall of Fame blow by, so I'm gonna be attacking the rim a lot. And there's gonna be times where I might misread the help, go into a layup, and then damn, now look, I gotta pass out of it. So I gotta at least give myself a chance to get a good pass off with the bronze bailout. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big fan of bronze bailout. It fails me a lot of the time. I usually gun for the silver, but on this build, it's all I could really afford, so it is what it is. But as far as the 97 ball handle and the Hall of Fame blow by, this build feels totally different than any of my other guards, and just having all them badges on Hall of Fame makes it super easy to beat defenders. Right here, triple threat, blow by, layup. I get there way before the big man even knows what's going on. Right here, hit him with the change of pace, and that's all speed with ball. I beat everybody to the rack, easy layup. And y'all can see, all you gotta do is get them on your hip. Once they're on your hip, they're done. Scoop layup all day, they can't do nothing about it. Now y'all already know with all of that offense, you're gonna be a cone on defense, but this build ain't really that much of a cone. Yeah, dude still might shoot over you from time to time, but at least you got that 62, so you'll at least be able to get some decent contests if you're in good position, and you have that bronze off-ball pass to help you out a little bit. And you also got to remember you have a 92 speed on this build, so you'll be able to beat guys to the spot most of the time and get a little bit of a bump. Now you're not going to be a lockdown defender by any stretch of the imagination, but if you put in the effort, you could probably play some solid defense on this build, at least against most players. Now if you come across them demons, you might be looking like lunch. But when you go through with the build, you're going to get shades of Darius Garland, Trae Young, Jason Williams, and the build's going to be called a Playmaking 3-level threat. So as y'all can see, I'm currently at 96 overall, and here's a quick look at where I'm at with the build so far. Now I got 2 quick gameplay summaries for y'all, and listen man, look, this build is an absolute pick and roll maestro. And if you have teammates who are gonna space the floor out and a big man who knows how to work the pick and roll, it's gonna be a breeze out there. Now y'all seen I walked it up right there, got the change of pace going, got the instant blow by. The big man has to help him and I kick it out for the wide open tray. And right here I'm waiting for the screen. Now the big man gotta choose who he wants to guard going downhill, and I get the easy scoop layup on him. Now look, right here again, I walk my man into the screen, then I blow by the big man downhill. He don't even want to help no more. He tired of giving up threes. Now look, right here again, run him into the pick. Now the big gotta switch on to me, and I know he's gonna overcompensate to beat me to the paint. So what I do, hit him with the step back. Cause once you get the switch on these taller, bigger players going downhill, that step back is always gonna be there. They can't guard both. They can't guard the drive and the step back. They gotta give something up. So you gonna have something, but it's all about making the right read. And right here, I got a corner ISO, so that's an easy blow by and an easy lay. Now check this out. I'm gonna come off the screen, hang hezzy, speed boost by him with the blowout dribble, another layup. And when it comes to guard gameplay on this game, I feel like change of pace is something that's highly underrated. Most people are going 100% speed at all times, and that makes you much easier to guard. But right here we down 7, and I'm gonna come off the screen again. Big man don't even want to pick me up no more, so I'm getting easy layups. And right here we out on the break, and I just blow by this man and get the easy 2. And if you haven't noticed by now, the key word is easy. Everything on this build just feels easier. I really feel like I can do whatever I want with the ball, get wherever I want with the ball, and just make things happen. And that's how you're supposed to feel as a playmaker on the court. So we ended up making the comeback here. Now we in the 4th quarter, and it's just time to keep the lead. And again, I get the big man on the switch going downhill. And like I said, that step back is always going to be there. Now right here, I got him one-on-one, and I know I'm going to get by him. Hit him with a couple of crossovers, get by him. Big man has to help down. Wide open corner 3. So now we up 6 with about 30 seconds left in the game. And all we got to do is play good D, get a stop. Now they get a wide open look right here, but luckily the big man ends up smoking it. And now we out on the break, and he's going to hit me right here on the wing. You already know that's a wide open tray ball. I got to knock that down. So we chilled for a little bit in this game, but I didn't really have any worries, and as y'all can see, we were able to make the comeback and get the dub. Now I got one more game here for y'all, and as y'all can see, we up 5-4. Now I get to the mid-range and just scope things out and see who's gonna do what. And I see a lane open up for the layup, so you know I'm gonna take it. Now I take my time bringing the ball up right here, come off the screen, the center's in a drop, so you know I'm gonna let it fly. And it's really that simple on this build. Now right here I come off the screen again, but the thing about it is I went way too early. I gotta let the AI set up, but luckily we still get something out of that play. Now right here we tied at 15. I'm gonna come off the screen again, and I really had to step back right there, but they have a miscommunication and I'm still able to get a wide open midi. Now here we tied at 17, and one of their guys seems to be lagging out or something, so I just hit the AI wide open in the paint, get the easy 2. Now I don't know what they got going on right here, but they leaving a man wide open in the left corner, so you know I gotta hit him, and thankfully he knocks it down. Now right here we up 2, and they gonna hit me with the ball in the corner. And look, I'm just being patient with the ball, reading the floor, figuring out where I'm trying to go before I put the ball down. And y'all see, I basically walk into a layup. Cause the truth of the matter is, bro, a lot of dudes on this game really ain't playing no D. But when you out there doing too much and doing all these moves for no reason, now you're making the defender's job way easier, cause you're draining your own stamina, you're draining your own adrenaline, and at the end of the day, you in the same spot that you started at, getting nowhere. But again, I come off the screen going downhill, and the big man has to pick me up, so I just use his momentum against him, hit him with the spin shot, and I end up knocking it down. And then they get real careless right here and throw a terrible pass, end up picking it off. Then they foul me on the break, so you know I get 2 free throws, and those are automatic. So before you know it, we up 10, and I'm gonna slow the ball up right here, come down the court, let everything set up and go into this pick and roll. But this time I reject the screen and get downhill for the layup. Big man picks me up, so I just kick it right out to my big man, and he knocks it down. So with a build like this, its speed is really its biggest advantage. So when you can get to the rim pretty much at will, the game is going to be super easy when you're playing with a shooting big, because they can't help. Now the second half of this game, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the shooting guard and small forward basically took over, and as y'all can see, it got way out of control. So we ended up blowing this team out, but y'all can see how this build's speed, its ability to get these blow bys and playing the pick and roll, make it super effective out here. But as always, man, I appreciate all the support. Let me know your thoughts about the build in the comments. And if you ain't follow me on Twitter, man, be sure to give me a follow over there at BeLikeDom. And y'all already know what it is, man. Stay up. Catch y'all in the next one.